Thankfully, we were able to get this massive box of games in from one of our distributors here at Tabletop Alliance, and this means we have more games to send to schools, libraries, community programs, and it means it's time to open this up to see what's inside so that way you know what we're able to be sending out very soon. Got the manifest. Cool. All sorts of packaging, which is always good. Thank you, ACD, for always doing a good job with that. All the games. Whoa. Well, and there's extras. There are extra games in here. That is very kind of you, ACD. Always supporting all of our nonprofit efforts. Let's start with this one first. We've got Last Message, and we've got 4 copies of it. Last Message by ELO. It's a really great deduction game of Where's Waldo, where the players are trying to find you if you're the one hiding by giving out different sorts of clues. And it's been really cool to get back to the table because it plays fast and schools have been enjoying it. But next we've got what is it? Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 copies of King of Tokyo. It's another one by ELO, of course. It's a lot of fun in their after school programs, especially because who doesn't like to be a Godzilla monster fighting in Tokyo? But what's really cool is actually being able to have conversations around what's it like being in Tokyo and having everybody kind of gang up on you versus being on the outside and ganging up on one person. So it has some really cool conversations too. It's good for up to 6 players. So it's always a good game, always a good time. And it plays fast too for what it is. And here's the nice, really big surprise. They didn't just give 1 copy of Onitama, which we love because it's a really great 2-player game, better than chess. And it's better because there's only 5 different moves that players can take. And it oscillates back and forth between the 2 players. You use this little card here. And when you take it, you move it to the center. And then the other player can use it. And you keep going back and forth using those strategies. So you know the moves players can make, but and they didn't send just 3, 4, not 5. Oh my god, it's not working. There we go, 6. Oh, almost fell over. 6 copies of Onitama. It's just very kind of ACD to send our way, which means because we have even more to now send out to different schools, so they can do more tournaments. This is gonna be great. And a box in a box now. I didn't expect this, so I have to get my knife. Give me a second. I'm almost there. Here we go, cutting it open. And digging through everything else. And in here, we've got a couple more cool things. The first one is going to be The Crew Mission Deep Sea. We've got 4 copies of these. This is the follow up game to the original Crew, but they improved on some of the rules for the legacy kind of and campaign style. But it's really good. It also has a 2-player variant, which is always helpful because you never know how many students are going to be in a game group at a given time for different tables. But it's been adapted even more, makes it even more approachable, but still the great game, trick taking experience that it is. And they get more and more complex as it goes. So it begs students to come back each and every week. And the last thing is 4 copies of 4 more copies of Just One, which we've been sending out a lot of. Repos Productions. It's a really cool game for 3 to 6 players, in which one player will be it and will in this cooperative game choose a number 1 to 5. Let's say they pick 2, which is chocolate. They don't know what that word is, and then the other players get to give 1 clue by writing that on their dry erase little placard thing in front of them, but they can write only just 1 thing. And so with that, when if you and another player match of you gave the same hint, you can't show that one, so then the person's left with less options, and they try to use those to then deduct or induct what the word actually is, but it won the Spiel des Jahres just like the Crew did. And so these are just really great games that we're looking forward to sending out for free to schools, libraries, community programs across the U.S. This is so great. Then we pan the camera over so you can see them all. But like, this is so good because they're all going out to schools and libraries. And if you believe in what we're doing here, go to tabletopalliance.org and you can become a supporter. We've got our upcoming annual fundraiser where we've got raffles and different giveaways thanks to other support by different groups, and we just are so thankful to get to do this volunteer work, and with your help we can get it to even more places around the country. So thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this.